Today we are using the PP919, otherwise known as my personal favorite SMG in the game, as well as almost possibly, it's definitely not the best gun in the game, but this might be one of my favorite guns just in zombies for the sole reason of the amount of bullets that this gives you, because it shows max size 85, and normally with pack-a-punching guns and zombies, the rule of thumb is you get double whatever max size it is. That's normally how it works. But for some reason, this gun, when you pack-a-punch this damn thing, it goes from 85 bullets to 340. And I'm not entirely sure if that's just for some reason a glitch that they accidentally did, or if somehow, some way they just was like, hey, let's go ahead and bless this weapon. Also, I have the cleaver. Working on this gun, or not gun, but this weapon very slowly. But yeah, this weapon is just, in my opinion, like one of my favorites to use, just because it shoots relatively fast. Even if you put like rapid fire, but if you don't have it on, it still shoots really fast. And then the damage output is also really good in zombies. I mean, personally speaking, the only thing that rivals it in terms of SMGs is the Tanto, in my opinion. Like, yeah, there might be some guns that have maybe 2 damage more, but what you're getting out of this weapon in terms of just, it keeps its movement, the movement speed and everything with it. You know, even when you're just hip firing, the hip fire spread isn't too bad. Now, I don't have the attachments on to make it better. I normally have just movement related stuff, but the gun itself, like, it's just so good in so many different aspects. But once you pack-a-punch the damn thing, that's when the gun just all of a sudden becomes just amazing. Because I mean, you just can't go wrong with it. It's just so good. And then that 340 mag size is just crazy, because you're practically, I mean, you're gonna mow down every single horde possible. Now obviously when it gets to the pivotal round, I mean, I'd say like 40, there's only 2 guns that can keep up. And I mean, honestly, if we're being, you know, legit with how we're kind of basing these weapons, the only gun that's truly not dropping off is the Salient 4th. But this gun is still very fun to use and very reliable for especially this map in terms of the Easter egg, because this thing shreds the Guardian. This and the PU whatever it is, that light machine gun, those 2 weapons are like perfect for the Guardian boss fight. But this one specifically is just a great bullet weapon against that. And with the mag size, you can just pretty much mow it down. So if you have idolize and you decide just like, hey, let's pop that, just mow it down, you can get through a phase. And I mean, shit, just instantly, pretty much. I mean, tack on insta kill, that's shredding that boss fight. I never used it against the Kraken, mainly because, yeah, Salient 4th it the entire time, pretty much. But yeah, this gun is very fun to use, and even in Warzone or multiplayer, I mean, it still shreds just because of how it is. I mean, there's no recoil in it, which makes it pretty good. I mean, any gun, I mean, it's Call of Duty at this point. Like, nowadays there ain't recoil in damn near any gun. I think the only gun in the submachine guns, and I would say the only gun with crazy, well, not even crazy, because you can still fix it. You can fix any gun by the attachments, but I would say the guns that have the most kick, and like the SMG would probably be the compact, and the ARs would probably be, I would say, the probably the AK-47, if I had to really just pick one, just because it has a nice kick on the first shot to where it can be a little bit annoying to use at times, I won't lie. But the majority of the guns just don't move at all. I mean, like, look at that, that's just not moving. Oh, okay, it started moving after a while, I'm tired. But I mean, all in all, like, once you shoot your first shot, like, it's not moving, and it's fun to use. And I just now realized I shot all my bullets. Hold on, let me go get more. Real quick. You know, I will say this is the first time that I have not got a vermin round on round 5 on this map, and I don't like the fact that I don't have a vermin round. I'm normally always getting a vermin round on round 5. It's been that way. If you go through all my videos, I'm pretty sure, I mean, sometimes I cut around it because I just hate vermin rounds so much, but normally it's on round 5, so it's kind of weird that I didn't get one. I don't know. They're changing it up. Also, I did decide to play directed mode on Liberty Falls again, just to see exactly what the changes were and if it affected anything. And I'm gonna be honest, the kind of just delay that they said they put on it, I don't really notice it at round 15 all that, I mean, at all, to be honest. Like, I was farming the elites to set up a couple weapons. The main one that I was setting up was this one, but we have a couple guns ready to go that when I go ahead and hop in there, I'll set those up and get them ready. But I expected it to be more noticeable, but in all honesty, when I was using the cleaver, and I think I got like 800 kills with this thing so far, but it's kind of wild to think that I was flying through it. It really wasn't that big of a deal that I thought it was. People were definitely thinking they nerfed the hell out of this directed mode, which, I mean, I won't defend it. Like, they shouldn't have touched it in general, personally speaking. Like, it's directed mode for a reason, just because we found a way to grind camos in that. Doesn't mean you can just go ahead and nerf it. I mean, it wasn't hurting no one, but that's the king of BO6 right now. Is it fun? Is people using it? Even speedrunners are going through it, but it just, things are getting nerfed when they shouldn't. There's speedrunning strats that are getting nerfed, which, I mean, I don't know. I mean, just all in all, like, it doesn't affect anyone, but for some reason, the devs, I guess, just think, oh, we don't want them breaking the game. That's the whole thing about speedruns. Like, that's the fun of it. Elden Ring's any percent run is literally you're zipping across the map practically and skipping so much, which is just so awesome to see. That's the cool thing about speedruns, is that they break the game on purpose, and that's what we enjoy watching. I mean, like, games done quick has been happening recently, and I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing, I mean, obviously, I don't know if they would ever put a Call of Duty in there, but I wouldn't mind them showcasing, you know, a zombie speedrun, because high level zombie speedruns are impressive. It would be nice to see. Now, it's normally family friendly when it comes to speedruns on there, but you know, you just gotta watch your language in there, and it'd be fine. But I wouldn't mind seeing that. But yeah, with them literally nerfing every single possible glitch. Now, I believe they said they're going to revert the changes of pretty much everything that they nerfed, which I think directed mode was included, but I did that before. I don't even think they did the changes yet, but they said they're not going to they're going to undo every change that they made. So the people that were complaining are probably going to be happy again, because you're going to get to be able to grind the camos again, which, I mean, there's so many different ways to grind camos. Plus, you can just play the game normal. You don't have to do the directed mode, but it's understandable why, because it's a lot. But look at this, 340 bullets. That is insane. And I mean, look at the hip fire. Like, the hip fire, okay, well, that looks bad, but the hip fire is actually decent. And I mean, the movement speed you get while hip firing is also nice. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this weapon. The weapon is really good and fun to use, and you never really, you put speed coal on this, you reload in like half a second, and you're back with so much bullets. And the thing about this gun is it has 340 in the mag, but the thing is, it's base, like the amount that's in it. You get like 2 full mags of this. So theoretically, you're running out of ammo way less than, you know, other weapons. Other weapons, I mean, some weapons, I don't know which one. Like, for instance, Sally and Fourth, you're running out of ammo relatively quick with those. So you always are finding yourself buying more ammo and ammo and ammo just all the time. And this, you're not really buying ammo all that much just because of how much you have in it. I mean, 340. I won't lie, I thought that shit was a glitch when I first used it and Pack-a-Punched it, because I'm like, ain't no way. Because I like this gun a lot, just in general. Even before I was going for the camos, I was like, I always enjoyed this, because it was the Bison, and I believe Modern Warfare 2019. I think it was the Bullfrog in one of them. They changed the name so much. They're like the PP20 or PP2000 or something like that in Modern Warfare 3, the original. It's been in so many Call of Duties, and it's never not been good. And it's always been one of my favorites. This and the MP7 are like my favorite submachine guns of all time. You just can't go wrong with them. However, the UMP with stopping power on Modern Warfare 2 was also pretty nice. Can't go wrong with that one either. But all in all, like, this is one of my favorites to use in the game. Now, if you could Pack-a-Punch, I mean, with how the hackers are in this game, I guarantee there's someone that probably hacked the game somehow and Pack-a-Punch their damn PP919 to give it this amount of ammo. because I mean I just can't put it past them. There's so many hackers in this game, and I've never seen it as bad as it's been. And just in this game, I mean, given I don't have to deal with them, but the amount of creators that I watch and seeing them deal with cheaters all the time is abysmal. It's abysmal that we don't have an anti-cheat that works when there's working formulas in other games, whether it's, I mean, Valorant. Valorant's probably one of the more, I would say, consistent ones, but literally you don't have an issue in many games. Like, you'll have the occasional cheater, but with that being said, I mean, it's still like not as rampant as Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you can have a cheater literally every other game if in the higher ranks, which is just insane. And I know it's probably easier said than done, but I really wish they would figure out how to implement a different anti-cheat. Like, why can't they just use a different one instead of really going after this Ricochet? Like, they enjoy Ricochet so much, but it's been known not to work now. It's been, what, 4 years since Ricochet's been a part of it? I don't know if they had it back then, but I felt like it's been around for quite a while. And right now the track record is just, it doesn't work. There's been cheaters since Modern Warfare 2019, essentially. It has not gotten better. Well, actually, there might have not been that many that year. But I would say once we fully switched out from console to PC, now I still play on console just because I like consoles, personally speaking, but when they full-fledged like went to PC, like especially in the CDL, that's when like cheaters just became rampant all the time. And it kind of makes me like, damn, why didn't we just go back to console fully? Because you don't have to, the most that you got to deal with on a console in terms of cheating when it comes to, you know, Call of Duty and stuff like that is just a Cronus. You know, I mean, essentially that's kind of it. There's not much more. You can't run scripts like you can on PC. Cheats just aren't relatively like readily available like they are on PC. Like, you can't just go get cheats for a console because it's not that simple. I mean, shit, they're actually stopping the Cronus half the time. I don't know if you could still use the Cronus, probably, but I know they were cracking down on, I think, Apex. You can't use the Cronus on there, at least unless someone found a workaround. But I know they were like nerfing a lot of stuff where you couldn't use like third-party software into the game. So, I mean, I don't know. They need to figure their shit out because a lot of people are leaving the game. Some creators aren't even playing it as much as they were, which is kind of depressing. It's just all in all just a very crap situation with how good of the game it is, and yet there's so many issues with the game that are that's just preventing the potential. The potential of the game is up there. It could be top. But now fast forward to where we were prior to launch, it's like bad now. People were putting it in their bottom tier now, which is crazy. And I mean, I guess you could say the honeymoon phase wore off on the game. Not many people, they're probably seeing more of the flaws than they were seeing when it would first come out. But like, I still have fun with the game, but it's definitely like they gotta fix some stuff for sure. At least some things to at least keep the players around, because everyone's leaving playing something else. Now obviously the game of choice is Marvel Rivals, and I mean, I can see why, but it's just like Call of Duty. You gotta see that your game is hemorrhaging. You gotta fix the stuff that people. Now I get it. Normally around this time, they are on their break, and they come back, and that's when they really start fixing stuff. So I'm hoping that's the case, but I don't know if that's the case. Is it too late? Because a lot of creators are saying it's too late, and a lot of people that drop the game are also saying like it's too late. I don't care anymore. And I mean, that's very unfortunate that people drop the game like that. But, you know, it's kind of what happens when you mess around, and, you know, people are going to get impatient waiting. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, and I don't blame people for dropping the game because it does get stale after a while, especially if you're like really, really good at the game. You got to deal with problems that maybe other people don't have to deal with. Like, I don't have to deal with cheaters. Like, I'm not insane at the game. Like, I think I'm above average, personally speaking. I definitely think, I mean, I would say I'm pretty damn good at the game. However, I don't have to deal with cheaters. I think I dealt with maybe 3 cheaters the entire time that I've been playing this game. So that's definitely probably less than what most people are dealing with. So every like every person's experience with the game is different. This is equivalent to like how Cyberpunk 2077 was. Like some people had working copies and some people had very broken copies that they couldn't even enjoy the game they bought and waited like 11 years for. That's essentially what Black Ops 6 is. Some people are enjoying themselves and having a blast playing, while other people are having negative fun, and it's just unfortunate because it is a good game. The gameplay aspect of it is definitely like one of the favorite, like one of my favorite game loops ever. Like this omni movement stuff that they added is actually like really cool. It's one of my favorite things they've ever added, because I'm not saying like I'm a movement god, but I definitely enjoy sliding and jumping and all this and that, just going around the map. And when you have a mechanic that literally lets you do that for free and just have a blast doing it, it's fun. I can't lie, it's fun. I enjoy it. And it's just, when the gameplay loop is so enjoyable, and yet there's so many aspects where, you know, zombies, even though we're getting good maps and all that, it's definitely still unfortunate that with all the greatness, we're not getting good LTMs, which is unfortunate. Like Jingle Hells was trash. Dead Light, Green Light, whatever the hell it is, also dog shit. Like it was not good. And it's unfortunate because the potential is there. I don't even think I need this trap. But yeah, I do. Hold on a minute. Activate that. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. PP919. All that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This trap mixed with, hold on. What are y'all doing? No, stop that. Alright, that should be Nebula though. We only need one. Ooh, and this? Hold on, let's go ahead and just hurry up and run to the damn exfil. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Now, I hope that little transition I just did worked out in my mind and actually translated into the edit. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of planned that a little bit, but we'll see. But let's go ahead and look at this Nebula real quick. That looks nice. This is actually one of my most used weapons in Warzone specifically. So I enjoy the fact that it looks the way it does, because it has a lot of bullets for a submachine gun, and this doesn't affect your movement as much either, because it's not exactly, it's just extended mag 1. But yeah, look at this damn thing. It's so, oh yeah, I like the way that looks a lot. Yes. Well, that is another SMG down. That is the PP919 Nebula.